In other news right now, ERCOT telling Texas energy companies to prepare for a major cold front sweeping across Texas next week. Here's a live look at the ERCOT grid, and conditions right now, of course, just fine. ERCOT saying it is normal protocol to warn power companies ahead of an anticipated cold snap. Since the deadly freeze back in 2021, ERCOT has performed more than 1,500 inspections. Last month, its staff started the first of 500 reviews planned for this winter season. ERCOT also working with other state agencies to make sure natural gas power plants have supplies needed to operate.
Shalom, Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Peace and blessings to the Akim of few Akwat across the four wind. This is your brother Batamayan from Great Millstone. Used to come to you with a quick hit. I saw this and just watching the news, paying attention to the weather. Like right now, it was cold and rainy yesterday, but today it's warmed up. It's back in the 60s, but next week it's supposed to drop down to like the teens. Hey, it's gonna be another freeze like it was, a couple years back. Hey, this place is being plagued by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, Yahweh is the Most High, whom the world ignorantly calls God. His name means He is, He exists, He to be. And His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which His name means He is salvation. He's our Redeemer. Salakia. But the Lord, they're bringing plagues upon these earth. Hey, and it's good riddance. A lot of this is to a lot of these storms and tempests. These are going forth as judgment amongst the people. We're living in a time of judgment. You know, 2024 is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Hey, that's what we're waiting on. This is the pregame to Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, it comes this year. But I have a few precepts I want to bring out. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai of hosts, which is armies, with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Now, thunder, hey, it's been raining a lot, especially here in Houston. It rains a lot, but a lot of people get sick because they spray chemtrails in the air. They spray the chemtrails above the clouds, and then those chemicals go into the clouds, and then when it rains, it comes down on the people, and then people get sick. I was looking in the sky earlier, and I was like, wow, it's a clear sky, no chemtrails. You know, about an hour or so later, I look behind me, I see two big-ass chemtrails. I'm like, wow. Hey, we got to constantly breathe in this nonsense. Earthquakes. We can see earthquakes happening. It was an earthquake that hit the New York, New Jersey area. And I want to say in the Maryland area also at the same time. Then Japan started off the first day of January. Hey, the Lord is visiting this place. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Then great noise and the flame of devouring fire ultimately going to be those ICBM thermonuclear missiles once they hit Babylon the Great, which is America, or the virgin daughter of Babylon. And then you go into storms. It's all kind of storms, hailstorms. Man, it's just raining, flooding everywhere. You can see on the West Coast, you know, it's got floods coming in. Hey, the Lord is not playing. Second Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yes, Yahweh, he uses Esau Edom, which is a self-proclaimed white man, you know, to create a HARP system to where they can control the weather, where they can cause these storms, these freezes. But we can't be ignorant to his devices. You know, going to devices, that's his evil purpose. His evil purpose is, you know, to cause damage to people's homes, you know, ultimately to people, so they can lose their belongings. So, hey, they come to the government for help. Ultimately, all roads lead to the microcharagma. Because let's say they push the microcaragma, they would say, hey, you may not be able to get insurance unless you have the microcaragma. So that way we can rebuild your home through a storm. That's just something that may happen in the future. I'm pretty sure that's part of their agenda, but we can't be ignorant to their devices. And then with this cold front coming in, I want to read this last precept, the book of Psalms, chapter 147. I'm going to start at 15. He sendeth forth his commandment upon earth. His word runneth very swiftly. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, sends forth the law, statutes, and commandments so that we are supposed to obey this speech. It's coming from ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Wadash, the Rakak Wadash, the Holy Spirit. And that's prophesied, or through the prophets. Like, we're telling you, hey, these storms are coming, but ultimately Esau Edom is going to come in like a flood, and the rest of these other heathen nations, especially being here in Houston, the border crisis. Houston's not too far from the border, but you have cities like El Paso that's even closer to the border. You have cities like Brownsville. They got to come through South Texas, pretty much to the southeastern region, but. It's going to be a lot of hell breaking loose throughout Jacob's trouble, but you got to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. Psalms 147 and 16. This was like the main points that I wanted to get to. He giveth snow like wool. He scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes. So with this freeze coming through, the Lord is going to, it may snow here or not. It just may be covered in the hoarfrost, like how it was a couple years ago. You see icicles and the grass, concrete gonna be slick, but the grass will be covered in white. It's gonna look like so-called Christmas time, how they portray it online. Like on the East Coast, and I know the Central and the Northeast region, I know they've been getting a lot of they call it brick weather, a lot of cold weather. I seen it was snowing somewhere also, like real bad. But the Lord is just bringing this judgment. Psalms 147 and 17. He casteth forth his ice like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? I know the last freeze, there were a lot of people that passed away. People were trying to warm up in their garage by having their vehicles on and then ultimately passing away. Some people just, their heater may have went out. People may have been in the midst of the streets trying to find food and water. Hey, who can stand against that freeze? Hey, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But I want to read that last verse in the NLT. Psalms 147 and 17. He hurls the hail like stones. Who can stand against his freezing cold? There was like a major hailstone within the last couple of years where the hail, it's blocks of ice. They were the size of softballs. They were knocking people out. And then some people were even sent to the spirit world. But hey, that's just judgment from the Lord. The wicked won't understand judgment, but the righteous will. But Lord willing, he can cover the brothers and the sisters that's sincerely in his faith. Keep us warm, keep us fed, keep us with shelter. Keep our water on, warm water, blankets. We're just going to continue to pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that he can continue to cover us. But Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Call Layim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that's GMS. Peace and blessings to the occupant of you Aquat across the four winds. Shalom.